So who is Tyler Robinson, the radical left-wing lunatic who assassinated Charlie Kirk? We're going to break this down a little bit. Obviously, more information is going to continue to pour in about this. So we continue to pray for Charlie Kirk, his soul, his family, his friends, our country. But right now, we need to find out more about this Tyler Robinson. We also, more importantly, we need to find out who else was helping Tyler Robinson. This was not somebody who acted alone. This is somebody who had to have other people who at least knew about what was going to happen or possibly aided him in his getaway or his setup or his surveillance of this thing. Somebody else played a role in this, is my opinion. That is my opinion. They're saying it's a lone wolf deal, but somebody had to know. So let's break down who exactly is this scum of the earth. His full name is Tyler James Robinson. He was born in 2003. He was a Utah resident from Cedar City or St. George, Utah. His family appears to have ties to the local community, possibly involving Mormon or Christian affiliations. His education was he briefly attended Utah State University for one semester in 2021 on a scholarship, but did not continue. He was not a student at UVU where the shooting occurred. Now, a lot of people are saying this kid was radicalized by the university. Now, don't get me wrong. College universities are nothing but propaganda machines. We all know that. We all know somebody who went into a college university clean and came out dirty with all their communist, Marxist ideologies that they pump into these kids. But this kid did just one semester in college. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it helped a little bit, but it's in Utah. I don't know how liberal Utah University really is. Honestly, I'd have to do more investigating about it. But just on the fact that Utah is a pretty Republican state, I don't know. I think more likely it's his affiliation with Antifa that radicalized him, the media that radicalized him, the Democrats that radicalized him. His voter registration showed he declared no political party. A family member reported that he became more political in recent years, expressed strong dislike for Charlie Kirk, calling him full of hate and spreading hate during a family dinner before September 10th, specifically mentioning Kirk's upcoming UVU appearance. So he told there was some conversation that he had with his family about Charlie Kirk coming after spewing hatred for Charlie Kirk. Where does that hatred from Charlie Kirk come from? He is believed to have acted alone in a targeted political assassination. The bullet engravings and online messages suggest familiarity with anti-fascist Antifa symbolism, video game slang, and online culture, including references like, "Hey, fascists," "Catch," "If you read this, you are gay," "Laugh my ass off," and "Bella Ciao." Opposed Charlie Kirk's conservative viewpoints. The weapon was a high-powered bolt-action rifle with a unique mounted scope. Fired a single sniper shot from 200 yards away, killing Charlie Kirk, hitting him in the neck. His escape, he arrived at UVU campus in a gray Dodge Challenger about 4 hours before the shooting took place. He retrieved the rifle from a prearranged drop point, hidden in bushes wrapped in a towel. Discussed rifle details, including leaving it post-shooting in Discord messages with his roommate. Okay, so he discussed this with a roommate. Where is that roommate? Why has that roommate not been detained? Or has he been detained? We don't know. Who else was he talking to on Discord? Who else is talking in that Discord chat room? Surveillance video shows him running across the building of the roof. We all saw this video that the FBI put out there yesterday. Descending to a grassy area, then walking to a parking lot towards the road. He abandoned the rifle in the nearby woods where it was recovered. Monitoring the rifle's location after ditching it, he changed clothes, but later switched back to match the original surveillance description. Black long sleeve T-shirt with the American flag, eagle, and the land of the free, home of the brave text. Black sunglasses, Adidas hat, jeans, Converse sneakers. That's what we've seen from the FBI photos. He confessed or implied involvement to a family member, most likely was his father, which is what we believe, last night. The father identified him from the released photos and urged his son to surrender, contacted a family member and a youth pastor and a U.S. Marshals Task Force officer who notified Washington County's Sheriff's Office. Then he was taken into custody. He was arrested within 33 hours of the shooting. Extensive evidence includes family statements, Discord messages, surveillance footage, physical weapon recovery, and bullet engravings. No indication on additional suspects. FBI and local authorities continue probing, but they believe him to be a lone actor. I don't believe, obviously, he may have taken the shot himself, but other people knew this was going to happen and didn't say anything. People had to be aware of this. That's my personal opinion. That's not fact. That is my personal opinion. This guy seems to who have come from a normal family. And you got people, look at this already. I want to put this up. People on the left, this is what you are seeing. Now, you know the barbaric messages you're seeing from the left. Everybody has seen them. But this is what you have from the left coming out. And it's from people like this, what's his name? Billy Baldwin, right? The total left-wing unhinged lunatic. Not black, not trans, not Muslim, not an immigrant, not a Democrat. Meet Charlie Kirk assassin Tyler Robinson, a white Christian conservative Republican male with a gun. Again. So this is what they're trying, this is the spin that they're trying to do. Despite the fact that you're going to have these Antifa people are going to be getting tattoos of this guy, Tyler Robinson. There's no question you'll be seeing it. They saw it for the Luigi Maggione guy. They started getting tattoos of this guy, praising him as a hero. You'll see the same thing here. And you've just seen 33 hours straight of Democrats celebrating this assassination. But here's what the left is going to try to do. They're going to try to spin this like, as if he wasn't a radical left-wing lunatic, which is exactly what he was. Now, how did he become so radicalized? Obviously, Utah has a deep affiliation with Antifa. Let's take a look here. Salt Lake City Antifa Coalition is a documented local anti-fascist group that has organized and co-hosted events, including violent confrontational protests. You have Antifa presence and influences. The Antifa networks have been active in Salt Lake City surrounding areas during the 2020 BLM protests, riots. Social media speculation, some unverified reports link him to Antifa's Discord servers and anti-fascist symbolism. One left-wing group with overlapping anti-fascist leanings, such as Armed Queers Salt Lake City, which provides armed security at protests, and the Party for Socialism and Liberation Salt Lake City chapter, have collaborated on events that attract Antifa participants. So there have been, there is a presence of this Antifa, obviously, in Utah, and this kid was radicalized somewhere along the line here, and it seems like he's radicalized by these Antifa. And listen, Charlie Kirk knew well how crazy these Antifa. You can look through his posts, and you'll see how many times Antifa has attacked him at Turning Point USA, either speakers, students, attendees. Here's some of them. Alarming situation. These are from Charlie Kirk. Alarming situation happening right now at University of Washington. Turning Point USA speaker barricaded after being hunted by Antifa. This crap has to stop. Now, breaking. Antifa has vandalized a Turning Point USA tabling event featuring Officer Tatum, destroying our camera gear, tent, event signage, flipping tables, assaulting the staff. We are extremely lucky no one was seriously injured in the melee. So he talks about this event. He says, this has gone on long enough. Violent vigilantes like these only fester and grow when they are allowed to act with impunity. Like at UC Davis, arrests need to be made. Radical anarchists will keep resorting to more and more violence if they think doing so will stop conservatives from speaking. He knew it. He was calling this out, saying this is what's going to happen if these people aren't stopped. Here's another one. Just in. These are all from Charlie Kirk. Just in. After a successful evening event and day of tabling, Antifa is attempting to intimidate our attendees as the event ends. They are mostly non-students at the university, should be immediately dealing with. but for some reason allow to roam free and bully the student body. These colleges continue to let these Antifa people onto the campus, organize, and attack the Turning Point USA events. Here's another one. Our Turning Point USA Frontlines reporter Jonathan Cho and his security guard have just been attacked by Antifa thugs as they were reporting near UW encampment. His security was punched multiple times and bloodied before Cho fled. Police are on the scene. Charlie Kirk once posted this. I remember when he said Antifa doesn't exist. Remember when they told you Antifa doesn't even exist? It needs to be declared a terrorist organization is what needs to happen. And anyone affiliated with Antifa needs to be monitored by the FBI. I mean, they have got to be surveillanced and monitored. I mean, this guy was obviously talking in a chat room here. But this is what we know about him. And he took Charlie Kirk away from his wife and children. And they have glorified the guy. They have spent the last 33 hours or more celebrating. And it won't stop. It's disgusting. Somebody on the left needs to come out, a prominent person. If they are serious about trying to heal the country, the Democrats have to come out and denounce heavily this Antifa. And they have to work with the FBI to break up every Antifa group across the country. Because this will happen again. There's no question it'll happen again. And you know that all these Antifa groups are celebrating in this country today. They're all celebrating. They feel like they have a huge victory over Charlie Kirk because they silenced his voice. This is a very dangerous time. And you also have not just the Antifa groups who are radicalizing these young kids because they're vulnerable, they're young, influential, their social skills are probably at a minimum. They're easy to influence. They attack these kids, fill them with this bullshit. But you also have the accomplices of the media. You have the accomplice of the Democrat Party itself, painting President Trump, painting Charlie Kirk as a Nazi, as a fascist. How many times have they called President Trump a fascist or a Nazi? And it has to stop. They are guilty in this, of radicalizing these people. They need to come out and clear the air and say, listen, we may disagree with President Trump. We may disagree with the Charlie Kirks, but they are not Nazis. They are Americans. They love their family. They love their country. Let's be real here. The Democrats need to come out and say that. But so many of these people in the Democrats hate this country and hate what it stands for and hate President Donald Trump because he loves the country. We're in a bad place right now. And so here's the dad who, by all means, who was a 27-year veteran of the sheriff's department, turns his son in, recognized him from the FBI photos. This kid took Charlie Kirk away from his family, and now his father gives his son up and loses his son. And his son should be put to death. His son should get the death penalty. It should be an extremely fast process, a swift process to help heal the country. They have to put this kid to sleep fast. I don't care how they do it. I don't know what they got in Utah. If they got the firing squad, it would be perfect. It would be perfect. I don't know what they have. We got to find that out. But anyway, they have to do it. Speedy trial, put him to death. But this is it. Tyler Robinson, coward, scumbag, Antifa, leftist, murders, assassinates Charlie Kirk, making his wife a widow and his children fatherless in an instant. And when you see these people in your Facebook groups, when you see these people on X, call them out. The ones that are celebrating. And I'm telling you right now, last piece, and I'm going to get out of here. Don't think there aren't a lot of silent Democrats right now that are watching in shock by who they are surrounded with. The people that they thought they knew. They are finding out. They are waking up right now. They are seeing the viciousness coming from the mouths and the posts of these left-wing lunatics. And there are Democrats who are looking around right now going, this is who I'm on the side of? And don't think for a second it's not waking people up. They may say, yeah, I don't agree with wherever Charlie Kirk stood on abortion, or I may not agree with Charlie Kirk on illegal immigration. They may disagree. But when they see these people cheering and celebrating and glorifying the assassination, the violence, the murder of this man, they are going to look and say, Jesus, Lord in heaven, I am not going to associate myself with these people, and they are going to leave that party, or they will never vote for the Democrats again. It is happening because of that. Believe me, it's happening. There's no normal person with a conscience that's looking at this viciousness coming from the left and saying, yeah, that's the party I want to belong to. Shame on these people that are doing it. I'll have more on this Tyler Robinson later. If you got any more information, put it in the chat. I think somebody had to help him out. Should there be more arrests? I say yes. What say you? Put a comment down below. I'll hit you guys later when I got more.
You're listening to the Alec Lake Show. The future is family.